Hi, it's Lisan. In this video, I'd like to give some tips on how to deal with acne or how to improve your skin condition even after you've cleaned up your diet and you might still be suffering from acne. This video was inspired by Essena O'Neill because this morning when I woke up and I saw a video that she uploaded recently, and it was about her trying to get healthier and how she wasn't happy with her skin and that she had pimples even after eating quite clean and being vegan for a while. And she did give a few reasons, including it could be that she wasn't exercising enough or she'd be eating junk food, but then it'd be a bit confusing because she'd eat clean and then the skin still wouldn't improve. And I know how frustrating it is because I've been through something similar where I have been eating clean for a while and then suddenly there's this period of time where it seems like you're doing almost everything right, but you still get pimples, or you've been getting more pimples than you have been before. So I'm just going to be speaking from experience in this video of what I've gone through and what tips I can give to help people who still suffer from acne even after eating clean. So I'll just tell you a little bit of my story. I have talked about acne before in previous videos, like on my vegan journey video, but I'll just go over that briefly. So I had severe acne for about 4 years, from the age of around 21 till 25, and it was so severe that even if I put on makeup, you could still see the bumps, and it was to the point where I didn't even want to go out. I didn't want to see people because of all the pimples on my skin. And I've pretty much deleted all the photos of myself from that period of time when I had that acne, or I avoided being in photos because of it. So I don't really have much proof that I had that acne, but if you ask my friends who knew me or my family, they'll tell you that I had severe acne. And it was like huge bumps all over my face, and mainly on my face. So it was terrible. And at the age of 25, that's when I changed my diet to a vegan diet, and it was a high fruit, high carb diet, 80-10-10 style, a little bit like raw till 4 because sometimes I'd still have cooked food at night, but it was low fat, it was as unprocessed as possible, and my skin did clear up a lot from that. And it went from severe acne to being mild acne. And I had also changed a little bit in my skincare routine as well, but the change in my skin was mainly from my diet. And I did use a few other products to kind of help the healing process and to help with preventing more pimples. So I'll talk a little bit about that later on in this video. But when I was from 27 till 28, I had pretty clear skin. So like 2013, 2014, I had almost no pimples on my face. I would just go out with no makeup and be fine with it. And my skin was a lot better. So this was even after including a bit more cooked food into my diet, but still keeping it low fat. And it was just from the start of this year when I started getting a little bit more pimples around my forehead, and like nothing in my diet had changed that much. I was still eating high carb, low fat, vegan. I hardly eat junk food. I don't even crave it. And with my exercise routine, I actually don't exercise that much, and that could be the reason that I still get pimples from time to time. It could be a different reason, like it could be stress, but my exercise has been maybe twice a week sweating, and I know I should do more just for my health, but yeah, that's something that I will get into more. But definitely exercise helps because it pumps up your lymphatic system and helps to get rid of the waste through your sweat, and just helps with your digestion as well. And I think acne is very closely linked to your digestion and your circulation, so exercise helps in that way too. And it does help with lowering your stress as well, because stress is also linked to acne. And if you can get your exercise right, that will help with lowering your stress. And in addition to that, it will help the quality of your sleep at night. And I've noticed that sometimes when I don't go to bed as early as I should, and then even if I do get 8 hours or more and I just wake up later, it tends to affect my skin and I tend to get more pimples. So that's what I found with myself. And from around January or December last year till around April, I had like at least 10 pimples on my face, and it was almost like I was going back to what my skin was like before I went vegan. It never went as bad, not even a quarter as bad, but I was scared that I was getting back into that. So I was getting quite worried, and I did as much as I could with my diet. Like I would eat very simple foods like fruit and potatoes and rice, and try not to have any oil at all. And I drink a lot of water. I would exercise every second day at least, and my skin was still not that good. It wasn't as good as in 2013 or 2014 when I wasn't even doing as well with my diet or my exercise. So I don't claim to have all the answers with why we get acne and why our skin seems to break out. Like, it could be detox, as Essena said, but sometimes it's just a mystery. Like, I wish I knew, because if I knew, then I wouldn't get any pimples, or even if I knew, it would still take some discipline to apply knowledge. But I want to share some skin tips in relation to the products I've been using, because I think that has helped a bit. I started using this product called Osmosis, and I'll show you what the bottle looks like. So this is the bottle that I've been using. It's a serum that I use on my face after cleansing, and it's basically all that I use on my face except for moisturizer. If I go out into the sun, I sometimes don't even use moisturizer. My skincare routine at the moment is really simple. I cleanse. At the moment, I'm using this brand called Skintelligence for the morning, and then in the shower, I use this other one called Giovanni, this charcoal cleanser. So I'm not too fussy with the cleansers, as long as they don't dry out my skin too much and they leave my skin clean and they're cruelty-free, then that's fine with me. The most important thing is this serum. I've been using it since start of May, and that's when I started noticing my forehead pimples clearing up a lot more. And I used to have at least 10 pimples on my forehead, and it'd be really bumpy. But as you can see, even though my skin's still not perfect, it's not as bumpy, and the rest of my skin is quite smooth and in quite good condition. And I think it is to do with this serum that I've been using, because my diet and my exercise routine and my sleep patterns have been not greatly improved. I'm still working on improving, going to bed earlier and exercising more, just for my health, not just for my skin. But topically, this has really helped my skin. I think it's because of certain ingredients. So I use it instead of a moisturizer. I think if you have very oily skin, you don't need to moisturize as much. I guess that depends on you. I find that with me, my skin doesn't really get dry unless I over cleanse or over scrub or something, or if I've been out in really harsh weather, then my skin might get dry. But otherwise, my natural oils just tend to moisturize my skin. And this has a bit of moisturizing properties as well. So I want to read out some of the ingredients that I think have been beneficial in this serum. And even if you don't get this brand, you might be able to find something else that has these ingredients, and it will help with exfoliating your skin and keeping the pores clear. So the ingredients in this include water, niacinamide. Niacinamide is vitamin B3, I think, and it's like an anti-inflammatory when you put it on your skin. And I do find that the redness of the pimples goes down a bit after I've applied this serum. Another quite important ingredient is the mandelic acid, and it says L next to it. I think it means that it's a cheerily correct form of it, which means it's a form that your skin can absorb more easily. And then so mandelic acid is meant to be antibacterial, I think, and it helps with that side of the acne. Another ingredient is lactic acid, and lactic acid, I'm assuming this is from plants. It's helps with exfoliating your skin, so it helps to renew the skin cell turnover so that your pores don't get blocked from the dead skin cells. Another important ingredient is retinal. It's spelled retinal, and another name for it is retinaldehyde. And it's a form of vitamin A that isn't as irritating to your skin because it converts to the active or effective form of vitamin A when it's applied to your skin. I know that there's some serums that have retinol in them or another form of vitamin A, and if you over apply that can be irritating to your skin and cause dryness, even though it does help with acne and it's been proven to. But this form helps with the acne but doesn't cause the irritation that goes with other forms of vitamin A. And this has it in the concentration 0.05%. So it's not that much, but it's been effective enough to lower the amount of pimples on my face. So this is a brand that I recommend, and it's called Clarify Vitamin A Blemish Serum. It's 30 mils and it lasts for about 2 months if you just apply it twice a day, 1 or 2 pumps to your face. If you use just 1 pump every time that you use it, it will last 2 months. And I get it from eBay. It cost me about 55 Australian dollars, including the shipping. It is from the US, so if you live in the US and you just get it from eBay, it'll be shipped to you a bit cheaper than shipping to Australia. Another website you can get it from is Joella Milan, but I think it's cheaper from eBay. So just check out the prices and see what's the least expensive option. Osmosis also does other serums for other different skin conditions, so I recommend checking them out, but I haven't tried them. This is the only one that I've tried and it seems to be working for me. And the other company that I know of that I have used before and that I had clear skin from during that period of 2013 to 2014 was the brand Pure Skin Junkie, and they use quite similar ingredients to this Osmosis brand. The reason I chose Osmosis this time was because it's a little more inexpensive, and with Pure Skin Junkie the serums are quite expensive, and the shipping to Australia tends to have problems. Like I ordered some products from them end of April and they still haven't arrived, and I've been emailing Christina, who is the owner of that company, and she says that she's got problems shipping to Australia because the parcels get stuck in customs and all. So sometimes the package comes, sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, Pure Skin Junkie is another brand that I recommend. If you're in the US, you'll be able to try it out a lot more easily than if you're in Australia. But the similar ingredients are the lactic acid, the retinaldehyde, and it was the first serum or the first brand that I used that had that ingredient, retinol. And I think that's the main ingredient that has made a lot of difference in the pimples on my face and clearing it up. Of course, diet and exercise and sleep and stress all play a massive role in how your skin looks, and I believe in treating your skin from the inside, but there are some things that you can apply topically that will help your skin and not damage it or cause any bad side effects. So that Osmosis serum is one that I recommend because it has worked for me and it's still working. So if you're having problems with your skin and you've tried everything else then see how you go with getting the serum and trying it for 8 weeks and see how your skin reacts. Let me know if you have any other ideas or what you use on your skin to help with preventing blemishes. I have tried quite a few other things, and I find that my skin doesn't really improve when I put certain oils on it. It can make it worse, in fact. So I don't really like using oil on my face. Even rosehip oil, I'm not sure if that makes much difference for me in terms of putting it all over my face, whether it helps prevent breakouts. But I have a feeling that it probably is not a good idea as long as my skin is acne prone. So I'd only use oil around my eyes to help moisturize or around my lips. But in terms of putting it on my forehead or cheeks or chin, I try not to use any oil. I just use that serum, and I sometimes use that sunscreen, Davita, when I go out into the sun. And because the moisturizer contains zinc oxide, it can also help with healing pimples. And it's a moisturizer that is not greasy and it doesn't cause more acne. So if there are two products that I trust to put on my face, even when I have pimples, it would be the serum and the Davita moisturizer. So let me know how you go with them, and I hope that this video helped. So see you in my next video. Bye.